Hello and welcome back everyone. This is A-Team Adventures. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's been subscribing and watching. It really helps us out. I know we haven't been uploading enough recently, but we're going to change that starting with this video. This is going to be a big recap, or really more of a finale on the lift build this summer. Every day, 6 days a week, I was driving up the mountain, beautiful views, wildlife everywhere. It was just amazing. One of the best summers I've ever had. This is the bottom terminal as we're pouring a bunch of foundation concrete. This is me inside of the terminal where all the rebar is tied together and connected. We'll be pouring concrete into here in the next couple of days. This is the top terminal station concrete foundation area. You can see that we are adding on to the existing concrete foundation. You already know Fly Day is one of my favorite days to work. It is just such a marvel seeing that helicopter hold those buckets so steady. This footage is a little sped up, but super cool. That was the last concrete day that we had, and then we had to hike the line and strip all the forms off of the concrete. Pretty interesting having to hike down the line. We did not escape the fires that summer though, unfortunately. It continued to smoke all summer long. You can see this big haze, and then as the day goes, it clears and you can see the source. We were really close to the fires this season, but luckily the winds never really pushed it towards us. We really lucked out because it was scary seeing this smoke so close. There was even a couple times the fire reached over the ridge. After the concrete was all done, it was just steel. We had to get the cross arms up and the P-legs, assemble all of the drive parts up on top of the ridge while the fires are still raging, and basically just doing a lot of work up on the top, assembling the top drive. That's what we did first. We did the top drive first, and then eventually moved on to the bottom terminal, erecting all that steel. This is the crane coming up the hill to crane all the mechanism parts into place for the terminal. And here's a little family of marmots. You can see they have like a little Heidi cave hole where they were coming out to sunbathe. Here's the crane lifting one of the parts into place. Such a beautiful day. I mean, you just can't work in better conditions. Here's the last piece of roofing that we're placing with the crane as the sun is setting. Just a gorgeous day. It really doesn't get much better than working on top of a mountain like this. Most people will never see views like this in their whole lives, but we get to see it every morning. The fires keep raging on every day, but the top terminal is all finished, and this is what it looks like. You can see there's an underfloor, lots of parts and tools everywhere. It's not quite cleaned up and completely finished. And that's the view. This is the underneath of the top terminal. Really beautiful cedar planks. And just like that, the top terminal is pretty much finished. We'll obviously be coming back and forth, doing sweeps and checks down the line, and double checking that things are moving correctly inside the terminal once we get the hull rope on. But for the most part, we won't be coming back up to the top for a while, so this is my last look at Rainier for at least like a week or so while we work down at the base area. We finally got the shipment of all of the cross arms for the towers, and we assembled all of them and assembled all of the towers, and we are ready to fly them. And just like that, it starts snowing on us. Winter is creeping up quickly, and we're getting a good amount of snow coming down. I don't mind the snow at all. The van handles winter pretty fine, honestly. When we're plugged up, we just run a space heater and it's fine. I personally love the snow and how it looks, but it does make the job harder. You have to shovel everything off more than once, and it makes driving up and down the mountain a lot harder, as you can see here. Ultimately, we'll end up putting tracks on the buggies, but you can see we got like almost 8 inches from that one storm. I love the way the mountains look when they start getting coated though. It's so beautiful. We had to make a trip up to the top to walk the line, so me and Rex volunteered. We could only drive up to this point, and then we had to hike the rest. Because of the snow, it delayed our fly day about 2 weeks, but finally it was here and we were ready to go. Here you can see me up on top of one of the towers, getting ready to catch one of the cross arms coming in. Obviously didn't get really any footage of that. I was too busy working, unfortunately, but it was cool. Here you can see some of the towers are already landed, and here's me and Kagan. This is, I think, maybe the last tower that we landed. Now that we got all the towers complete, it's time to move on to the bottom station terminal. This is Jake hanging from the bottom and doing a couple of tweaks, making sure that everything is torqued correctly. No shortage of beautiful views here on Crystal Mountain. I love the sunset in the snow. As we worked late nights, it would snow on us, but I would much rather it be snowing on us than pouring rain on us. Here we're craning in the bottom terminal right before we got another 8 inches of snow. And we were so glad we got that roof on in time. But it is gorgeous. Took a trip up to the very top for the first time in like 2 weeks, and it is beautiful. Mount Rainier is covered in snow, and it is just amazing. Especially when you think that I'm basically the only one that's been up there for weeks. It was a long haul to get to the end of the project, but here you can see the parking terminal down next to the terminal, and we have the whole rope spinning with the first chairs going onto the line. Here they are coming around. Like I said, it was a long project. It was hard. It was a big learning curve, but ultimately, I'm excited to do it again. I plan to go work with Palma again. And it was an awesome build, awesome project. Here's all the chairs on the line. Here we're going down and basically tweaking all the cross arms, making sure that they're still straight. Super beautiful views. The line looks pretty straight to me. Here we're torquing one of the last towers up at the top, and it started dumping snow on us. Totally whiteout conditions, but won't stop us. Then we back on the line and rode it back down. I also got a couple of turns in on my snowboard. Me, Jake, and Rex, we all got some turns in, but it was only kind of nice. Pretty rocky conditions, but worth the turns. These are the boys, Jake and Kagan. I'm gonna miss these guys a lot because Kagan lives in Washington and Jake moved. Take it in while you still can, because this will probably be the last video of Rainier that we have for a long time. The sunsets were just magical, and I love it when they get that dome cloud over top. This is me standing on the roof one last time before we head out of here. Like I said at the beginning, guys, thank you so much for watching all of these videos and sticking with us through all of our adventures. We're going to be moving to Idaho and hopefully going to be showing you guys some more footage coming soon. This is Rex and Jake and I skiing down before we got out of here. That's a lift project done in the books. I'm super excited for the next one. I think we're going to be doing a project down in Texas, but that's to be continued. We've got a lot more adventures in between then, so stay tuned and we'll see you guys in the next one.